Hello, who's ready to talk about what happened in Baku this weekend? I am. Let's rip. All right, so we had a busy weekend this weekend. We had the qualifying on Friday. That was a nice little treat. Qualifying went like this. We had, bam, Nick DeVries hits the wall. He's out. Gasly messes up his car. He's out. This was all in Q1. Then Magnussen, he got yanked by his team because his car wasn't working the right way. Those were the highlights of qualifying. Leclerc, much to my chagrin, qualified in the first position. I was talking a lot of smack, and I guess he must have heard. I think he might be one of our 25 subscribers. So Leclerc hurt us. Anyways, whatever. Then we went to Saturday. Saturday we had the sprint shootout, and we had just the sprint itself. In the sprint shootout, we had our man Logan Sargent, the Leclerc wannabe, totally beefs it in Q1 of the sprint shootout. Crashes out, is not even able to participate in the rest of the activities that day. And then everyone was doing their thing. Leclerc was doing very well again, which was obnoxious. And then he did the classic Leclerc move where he gets the top time and then he just crashes into the wall so that no one else can keep racing. It's the classic just taking the ball trick. That's just a classic move of Leclerc's. Anyways, then we had Leclerc finish, had whatever. He had a good spot, and the Red Bulls were right behind him. Then we went to the sprint later on in the day, and then we had Yuke's man. Yuki hit the wall, loses a tire, and our first glimpse of it was just a tire rolling slowly down a hill, which was kind of funny. So, yeah, Perez got the W in the sprint, which was good for him. At least Leclerc didn't win. Then we go to Sunday for the big race for all the marbles. Leclerc's back up in front. Spoilers, he does not win it. We had DeVries again, just can't seem to finish all the laps that are required of him. So he crashes out. Zhou Guan Yu, his car breaks, so they had to pull him out. And Ocon almost catches a body at the very end, or a couple bodies. People were coming out, piling into the pit lane, and he almost caught one of them. So Leclerc didn't win, which was good. Leclerc ended up getting third. We had Perez in first, Verstappen in second. Everything kind of looked like it's been looking. I mean, the Aston Martin looked all right. Mercedes looked all right. Ferrari looked a little bit better than they have been looking. One team that I think has gotten a lot better is the McLarens. Those cars are looking better, and they're kind of sneaking up the rankings. So keep an eye on them. Highlight for me this week was when our man Lance Stroll, he's like just starting the race and he's feeling good, and he wants to let the team know that they should tell Fernando that he's not going to attack.
Here's Lance Stroll, gained a couple of places.
Fernando, I will not attack. We are both playing the same game.
Copy that.
So he really took the chivalrous move and let the older guy get the win. I'm sure that Fernando was like, okay. Anyways, so that's the race for you. Whatever. Moving on to the next segment, we got the smooch. We're going to do away with this segment now. This is the last you'll hear of it. There was not a smooch. It's done. We're going to wipe it from the records. Gone. Podium picks. Let's look at the podium picks. I'm going to flash mine up right here real quick. Guess what? Those were incorrect. We had in third place, we had Charles Leclerc, which I was hoping that Alonso would catch him, but he didn't. We had Leclerc in third, Verstappen in second, and Perez getting the win. So I was wrong. Again, I'm 0 for 2. But what I was right about was that our man Sargent was not locked in. So let's go over to our Sargent surveillance segment here right quick. Our man Qualifying, did okay. 14th, I think. Moved on to the sprint shootout. Whoops. Beefs it into the wall. He's out for the rest of Saturday, and then I think he finished 16th in the race. So Sarge didn't quite get enough done for us. It's too bad. But hopefully he'll come back ready to rock and roll. So Sargent didn't really get it done for us, but did he do enough, or did DeVries do enough to win the pointless battle? Both racers had 0 championship points going into the weekend, and they both held up their end of the bargain to remain without points. DeVries crashed in qualifying, and he crashed in the race itself. So Sargent then was like, all right, well, if he's not going to be starting well, I'm going to go ahead and just crash out of the sprint Saturday. So he did that. So we remain tied in the pointless battle of DeVries and Logan Sargent, our last 2 racers with no points. So that was exciting. Okay, let's talk fantasy now. Very quickly, let's talk about the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. What we had here was a bit of a clinic put on by yours truly. Bones Racing took the win this week. Real quick, let's do a quick shout out to the teams that did very poorly, that were our bottom 5. We had in 19th, El Dia the Day back down after a nice week last week. Race highlights, what are you doing down there in 20th? Magic Man number 1 in 21st, tied for 21st with Turtle in the Hair, who didn't get last, so that's an improvement. And Danny Ricks, where are you? Down in last place. You guys, tough go, but hang tough. You guys can do better next week. Let's real quick take a look at our top 5 from this weekend. In 5th place, we had Reese Bobby fighting to get back up into that top area of the league overall. I'll change this later. In 4th, very nice. Chow Baby 3 in 3rd. Team Gastown boosting himself up there. Got 2nd place, wanted to win, but he did not do enough because Bones Racing LLC took the championship this week. So, quick standings on where we are with the Grand Prix Challenge. Remember, whoever wins the most Grand Prix this year will get a bit of a cash payout. So in Bahrain, we had race highlights getting the win. Saudi Arabia, Reese Bobby did very well, took the win. In Australia, Maxi V had it. And in Azerbaijan, yours truly, Bones Racing, got the job done. So that is a quick look at what went down this week in fantasy. Let's take a quick look at what happened in the ever exciting Bones Challenge. So the first question was, who will score 0 points? We had a bunch of people get this right. Pretty much everybody at least got one of these right. Next question was, who will be on the podium? A lot of people was easy. You just put Max Verstappen. Boom. I think I had one person miss here, which actually might have been me. I think I put George Russell. So I'm not doing so hot when it comes to the Bones Challenge, but it's okay. And which team will have the worst overall starting position between their 2 drivers come the start of Sunday? And one person got this right. It was Alpine and El Dia. Way to go. You got it right. So quick look at what happened this week in the Bones Challenge. We had El Dia get all 3 Bones points. Very impressive. A lot of teams got 2. Only 2 teams got 1, Team Gastown and I Better Call Gene. And yours truly did so well in the fantasy portion that I got 0 right here with the Bones Challenge. So that sucks. Let us take a look at where we stand overall with the Bones Challenge. So we have 2 teams right now sitting in first with 5 points each. We got No Mikey No underscore 5 points, and Highway to HE double hockey sticks also with 5. And actually, wait, there's 3 teams. The third one is El Dia with a big 3-point move this week. She moves up tied for first in the Bones Challenge standing. So remember, it's a good payout for this one as well. everyone's right in this except for Chad Stone's Sebastian Vettel's year off and myself. We're all doing very poorly with 0, but everybody else right in striking distance. We got a long season to go. Watch for things to get a little bit more exciting with the Bones Challenge. So let's take a look now. We're talking fantasy. Let's take a look at what we got for the overall standings for the big payout for the first, second, and third. So we'll start with showing you our teams in the bottom 10 right now. Turtle in the Hair, you're still down there in last place. A bit of a margin has opened up. Team Gastown in second to last, doing a good job of pulling yourself back up, almost in striking distance of some of these middle range teams. Where's Danny Ricks in 21st, Redeem Team 23, 20th, Drive Fast, Turn Left, hanging down there in 19th. So look at your bottom 5, and you can kind of see who the bottom 10 are. Now let's take a look at our top 5, and I'll show you the top 10 as well. So in 5th place, we got Chuzzy Supreme, took a bit of a dip after being tied for 1st. No Mikey No right in there in 4th. Better Call Gene in 3rd. Stroll Toll Racing is making his way up. He's dangerous. He is our 2-time defending champion. Look for him to make some moves late in the season. And then yours truly, Bones Racing, up there in 1st place, hoping to take home the cash. We'll see if we can do it. Anyways, so that's all we got for you guys. Quick recap of what went down. I got to do a quick turnaround because we got Miami coming up this weekend, and I got to crank out a preview video for that. So I bid you adieu.